All right. I'm gonna zoom in here a little bit so you guys can see it better. Welcome back to another part of our historical order run, playing through human history from 10 million BC with the beginnings of a human evolution all the way until 45, sorry. And we are going to be starting with the next game in the series. Now that we have finished Assassin's Creed Origins with the main campaign and the 100% at the highest difficulty run. And we are going to be starting a German game, and that is Ryse, Son of Rome, developed by Crytek Studios, which is a German video game developer based in Frankfurt. They're known for the CryEngine games like Far Cry and Crysis. But yeah, they also made games like Ryse, of course, in 2013. And they also recently dabbled into some VR stuff with The Climb 1 and 2. But yeah, back in 2013 they made Ryse, Son of Rome. And Ryse, Son of Rome is a 2013 action-adventure game which was published by Microsoft, and it's set in an alternate version of ancient Rome. Ryse follows the life of a Roman centurion, Marius Titus, as he becomes one of the leaders in the Roman legion. Gameplay revolves around Marius using his sword to strike enemies and shield to deflect attacks. Execution sequences are featured in the game, which are quick-time events that serve as an extension to combat. And yeah, there's even multiplayer. So plot kind of talks already about some story stuff we're about to witness here, so kind of would have hoped that they kind of talk a bit more about the setting. But yeah, so basically it's set, or at least seems to begin in 58 AD. So it's actually the first game in the current era time. I'll actually change that to CE here, because you would write AD 58 and 58 CE. And yeah, actually pretty good overlap here, because with Origins we kind of like ended going to Rome as Aya. And yeah, there's of course been a huge influence that Rome had on Egypt at the time, with Caesar winning the Siege of Alexandria and taking Cleopatra as his lover. So really taking control of Egypt there. So yeah, only makes sense I would now actually go and visit ancient Rome. However, Ryse, Son of Rome is definitely not the most historically accurate game out there. It definitely features important historical names, but for example, Nero, who's the ruler or emperor, I guess, of Rome at the time. He's actually shown as like a pretty old man, but in reality he died when he was like only about 30. As you can see here, 31. Actually, he was 30, because he didn't yet have his birthday. So that when he was 30. But there's also like other important leaders of other, you know, like nations being shown, but are more like there for like story purposes, so we can't really take 100% like this is what happened, you know. But that's where history time comes in, and where we're gonna differentiate a little bit about what is fiction and what is probably history. And yeah, looking forward to be doing my first ever replay of Ryse, because I played it one time so far, about 4 years back or so, and definitely enjoyed it. But this time I'm gonna go back to it, and we're gonna be playing on Centurion difficulty 2, which is the second highest and the highest you can get in the first playthrough. The legendary one you can't do until you've actually played the game before. which I have, but I actually resetted my entire progress because all the kind of collected boats would translate over from one playthrough to the next. So I kind of did like a hard reset so we could start on, you know, entirely fresh. But yeah, that also means we will play not on the most difficult difficulty, but on the second highest, the one that's available to first-time players. Also, hey, the Waffle, welcome in, dude. What is poppin'? Happy 58 months, currently hanging out with Ryse at his place. Hell yeah, dude. And dudes, I hope you guys have a great time together. That's awesome. And thank you so much. Happy 58 months indeed. Thank you for the continued support, Waffle. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a great time. So we're just about to get started with our historical playthrough of Ryse, Son of Rome. It's a game from 2015 about a Roman Centurion. So yeah, we're gonna be jumping into the shoes of a Roman for the first time. It's part of our historical order run here. We've spent a lot of time with apes and cave people and Egyptians and Greeks. But yeah, that's the first time we're actually gonna be jumping into the shoes of a Roman. You're about to go eat breakfast with a gaming friend of yours. He lives local to Carter, went to school together. That's awesome. Bet you guys can all hang out together. What's for breakfast today? I'm gonna grab some waffles. I'm gonna go to a Waffle House. Maybe get a bit of fried chicken and waffles. More than likely, you're going to a diner. Very nice. That sounds awesome, dude. Now I wish I could come as well, because I'm definitely having a bit of an appetite. Wouldn't mind a couple of waffles. Hey there, Stanley. Welcome in, dude. How's it going? They misspelled Ryse 1 star out of 5. I know, right? It's always these Germans. I can't talk, nor can they write. But it makes you wonder why they've chosen to spell it like that. I reckon because of like... Well, I guess it makes sense because they kinda tend to use Crytek in their... or parts of Crytek in their titles, right? So they of course made games like Far Cry and Crysis. I guess the Rye is like part of the Cry. Now it all makes sense. I never actually thought about it before until you mentioned the misspell. Interesting. But yeah. I would say so much to the introduction of this game. Let's go and jump over to the actual game itself. So dramatic. Alrighty. Just gonna quickly check some settings here. Gonna leave subtitles on here for viewer pleasure. Yeah, I think all of it is fine. I have the FPS hard locked to 60 in the control panel. Because this game can actually be a bit rough on performance sometimes. The motion blur off, so I hope that kind of like makes it look a bit better. For 30 FPS I probably would keep it on. But on 60 I don't think we need motion blur. And yeah, everything else is pretty much maxed out here. So I decided to reset all of the collectibles, so you can collect chronic codes in the game, which I think kind of like a comic that you can collect. It tells like an additional story. Then you have vistas, which are more like wallpapers and concept art to collect. You have scrolls, which actually are like letters that people have been sending to each other. You can find a couple per chapter. And you can also find musical pieces, which is also pretty neat, I would say. So yeah, I would try to be a bit thorough, I guess, and see if I can find a lot of it. But in my first playthrough, I didn't actually find much at all. Like, definitely a couple, but less than 50% for sure. Let's see if I can find more this time. And yeah, we have 3 different difficulty settings: easy, medium, hard, represented by recruit, soldier, and Centurion. And then of course there's like the New Game Plus type of difficulty with legendary. But we were just gonna do the Centurion. Choose this if you're an avid combat game player who wants a challenging experience. Yes.
He's here. God, help me. He's come to kill me. He's here. He's here. He's here. Help me. Help me. He's here. He's here. He's here. Defeat your emperor! I, Nero, Augustus Germanicus, command that you defeat your emperor! Centurion Severus to me! Display this from the highest place you can find. When the barbarians see it, they'll run. The battle will be ours. Damn you!
I gotta say, the graphics have aged really well. I think this game is 11 years old. But yeah, it was also a launch title for the Xbox One, and that's why we really tried to push the engine and what was possible on the console to the max. So A to deflect enemy attacks. Y to push.
Cut them down!
X for sword attack. Select the health region perk now by using D-pad down. Perks determine the type of execution reward. Choose and change perks as often as you like. Remember, you must execute enemies to earn the perk. Then you can start executions by pressing right trigger. Press X to continue. You will be rewarded more by timing your attacks. The faster you time your strike upon the appearance of the color, the higher rating and awards you will receive. Notice you have regenerated health after the execution.
Archers! On the bridge! Man, there's too many! We need to push! Run! We must get to the palace gates! Our men can't hold out much longer!
I'm actually gonna turn down the volume a little bit here for the game. I think speech is fine, but yeah, music and effects I'm gonna turn down a notch. Especially sound effects. Waffles going to a diner. Indeed, to get some waffles. Hey there, starters, welcome in. Hey there, Dr. Darling, welcome in as well. Thank you for the 40 stream streak, dude. So this is actually my second time playing through Ryse. I played through it before like 4 to 5 years ago, I think. But yeah, we were playing it for the first time. And I'm playing it on the Centurion difficulty, which is the highest currently available to me.
The barbarians are closing in on the palace gates. We need to get to them first and hold them back. Forward, men! On the bridge!
Wait.
Take that ladder down!
And I locked in animation there.
Take them down! Defend the rear! Defend the rear! Break their line!
Salah Saber days and non-emergency jobs don't have to work. It was hit or miss for. It's not an emergency, but if high-ups want us to do parks, then you probably do that because holidays and Mondays are when they are worse. That's understandable, but let's hope that you're not getting caught in anything. Hope you enjoy the free day.
Status of the defenses, soldier.
Yes, sir. Most of the 18th Legion is still combat effective. We have 3 auxiliary units at your command, Scorpios, Archers, and a catapult nest.
What do you mean to fill a gap and protect the right flank? You need to protect the left side with a Scorpio.
Form a line! North barricade!
We have incendiaries at strategic defense points, sir!
Sir, they're flanking us! Detachment moving south! Fire!
The men need your support! Hold the line, men! Hold!
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Enemy archers by the incendiary! Light it, someone!
Someone blow those incendiaries!
The barricade can't hold! We need reinforcements!
Hold, men! Hold!
Fire!
Sir, the line will break soon!
Definitely a lot of barbarians here.
On the palace courtyard! Fire on my command!
Just marching in with no tactics whatsoever.
Catapults! Fire! Fall back! Fall back!
The line is breaking!
Jesus.
Sir, we held them back. Only a handful managed to slip by us into the palace.
Yeah, so in this case, for tutorial's sake, I guess we couldn't really choose, I don't think, but later on, I think there's definitely some strategic planning that goes into defending places or attacking places. Yeah, I definitely charged in there, like everyone was eager to sacrifice himself for the cause. Enough valor to buy your first upgrade? Alright. So we can go for execution upgrades. Upgrading our killing moves, or we can do skill upgrades here. Now given we're playing on a high difficulty, I guess going for health upgrades is probably quite smart. guess getting more XP might also be quite good, like going into that early, but... Oh, we have 25,000. I actually caught SP here. Yeah, I think for now I'm just gonna go and upgrade my health further. Let's upgrade our XP then. And also let's increase the focus gain, I think. Let's also increase the recruit inventory capacity upgrade here. And yeah, we will enter Burning Eagle mode after 11 perfect hits. That's pretty cool. Let's also go for this. And there we go. That's all I can get for now. Did someone say upgrade? Look up Cranky Granny Sweet Roads in Austin, Texas on Google or something. It's Cinnamon Roads, but they look absolutely amazing. I mean, I do like Cinnamon Roads. In fact, I've actually made some on the weekend. I made them Swedish style, which is like a bit more simplistic. It's really just like, you know, a regular like cinnamon roll dough. And then you top it with butter and with like cinnamon sugar. You roll it up and you put it in the oven. But they come out like super like tender, like very soft, I guess. And like a nice, like it's not overly sweet. So it's like, you know, a very nice feeling. But yeah, I love cinnamon. Like such a nice spice. Yep, just for me and my girlfriend. By next time I bake some more to share. But yeah, so much of the skill upgrades here. Let's go ahead and carry on. If I can actually... Okay, yeah, continue.
He's here! Help me! I command you!
My Emperor, the palace defenses have been breached.
I'm not worried about the barbarians! I'm worried about him!
We need to get you somewhere secure.
Secure? Nowhere secure from this demon.
We need to get you to a safe place. Your chambers?
My chambers? No, no! The vaults! This way! Come on!
And I wonder if there's already any collectibles at this stage of the game. Ah yeah, there's something.
I think perhaps
Chronicle.
you.
Look at that. Ah. So I can't access them before I complete the stage. Okay, fair enough, I guess. Yeah, I do start us. We've been together for almost 3 years now. Actually gonna have our 3 years this month. So Darling, not something you can do often, but there you go. High precision, Gary. Dude, thank you so much, Dr. Darling, for the 3 months of resubbing. I really appreciate it. making use of September there. Cheers, dude. I really hope you enjoy your month of all the great emotes as well. And you're also gonna be able to get double the amount of channel points, right? I think it's double. Not that it's gonna change anything about the 200k reward. But hey, at least you're gonna be able to get a couple more channel points. But yeah, cheers to it, I really appreciate it.
Get to the chopper!
You spam them too fast anyway. That's fair. Doesn't matter like how fast you get them. It's like, oh, they're available now. I gotta use them.
Should open it.
Alright, so gonna check out the scrolls here later, once they're actually available. But yeah, I wanna be a bit thorough in exploring every place here. So we can find some unique stuff. Yeah, so we can press D-pad right for the XP execution reward. Before I actually go down there, what do we have up here? I say the camera is quite shaky. Yeah, there's something. In the Vista. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out later. Can I actually go through here? Sorry to hear, Stardust, that you have that experience. But yeah, often it's just, you know, a matter of time. Like, sometimes it's just not meant to be, I guess. Stuff like that happens, but there's definitely someone out there for everyone, I believe. Cool. Another Chronicle. Right, I think that's all collectibles so far here. Not like I have to collect all the collectibles, but I would still like to be a bit more thorough.
General! Hades awaits you!
In your neck. Alrighty. Let's have a look around this area. Okay, can't go over here it seems. Okay, good to know that I can't go behind certain things, like I can't go behind the statues, so I don't even have to check if there's anything behind them. Can't go over there. Okay. Nothing down here, I don't think. Just a water fountain. A very fancy one.
Stay back, my Emperor. There could be more of them hiding in the shadows.
Now you burn, Roman!
Spill his blood!
Ja. Press B to evade heavy attacks. Enemies about to perform a heavy attack will go real. What?
It's only...
Here, quickly! Oh, come on. Come on. That's it. That's it. Quickly. Damocles is risen from the dead. I swear it.
Damocles? Damocles is a myth. Only men kill men, my Emperor. The gods may guide us. They never interfere with the affairs of mortals.
Oh? And what great oracle told you this, General?
My father.
We will be safe here. I do believe we will be safe. Well, I pray to the gods that we will be safe.
We will be safe here, Emperor. As safe as we can be.
Safe? Yes, safe, thank God. But you... What family? What's your name, soldier?
Marius. But my name is of no import. My story, however, is. My father taught me that we are fated by the gods, but that we alone choose our path. You were fated to be an emperor, and I, a soldier. My father's sense of honor drove him to follow a path that served the people. But what drove us to take the paths we did? What made us the men that we are today? My story begins some 10 years past.
Father,
Marius?
it's good to see you again. How do I look? Every inch the Roman soldier.
You look fine, my son. Welcome home. Welcome home. Do you know where you're to be posted?
Alexandria.
Ah, Alexandria. That's a quiet province. Your mother will be pleased.
I didn't join the army to bask in the sun, Father. I want to fight, like you did for the Empire.
All in good time, my son. All in good time. Remember, not all your enemies will be found on the battlefield.
Father?
Marius! Let me look at you. So handsome.
Mother, please.
Your sister is eager to see you.
You will see her soon enough, my love. For now, I wish to speak with our son alone.
Fine. I shall go and find your sister.
Is there something troubling you, Father?
We will talk in good time. For now, let's see what you've learned.
Okay, I wanna pause real quick because it's already the next chapter here. The first one, of course, being like definitely the shortest of them all. Ah yeah, I apparently actually missed the Chronicle in the first chapter somehow. Even though I've looked everywhere, I think. Not quite. But yeah, let's have a look at the first couple of Chronicles here. Rome, the eternal battle, order versus chaos. When chaos strikes, our history and future become dangerously volatile. Order must find someone who will fight. We can't hold them back anymore. We need help. A hero must rise. We hear you. So that's the fight, of course, of the Romans against the barbarians. And yeah, there we go. Ryse, son of Rome, the Chronicles. Number 1, Roma Eterna. Barbarian dogs, you regret the day you set foot on Roman soil. There we have Marius, of course. The barbarians are retreating, sir. They'll be back, and soon. General, sir. It is an honor to serve under you, sir. Thank you. We serve Rome, soldier. Remember that. We came for a legion of brave men. The 12. I can actually move to the next page like this. Okay. Or what was left of it. Sir, General Marius. The barbarians are rallying. Take the rest of the 12 to fortify the aqueduct near Caesar's Ark. Yes, sir. The Via Appia aqueduct, we had such great hopes when we built this. I was a simple cadet. I felt Rome was civilization, our future. Everyone helped to build this future. Hurry up, maggot. Get back to work, slave. Sir, no, please. Sir, please, the scaffolding is unstable. We can fix it, but I need. No excuses. If you don't get out there this instance, I put you to the sword. No, don't. I'll do as you command. That will show him. Talk back to Roman soldier, unbelievable scum. Some people abuse their power. Hey, you. No excuses. If you don't get out here this instance. Okay, that's just same here. Because yeah, that's as much as I found in the first beginning. I can tell that, you know, this is like already one of the first experiences that Marius had. That made him doubt about how just Romans are in their position to feel, you know, superior. Welcome back, Stardust. And yeah, I am playing on PC. I have never played any of the Halo games on PC before, so I couldn't really tell. And that wasn't the Pope, that was the Roman Emperor of a time. The Emperor Nero. Nero Augustus Germanicus. He was one of the more corrupt emperors as well. And yeah, there's like, they call it Chronicles in this game, but it's basically like a comic book that you can follow by collecting the pages in the Word. Pretty cool. Also found one of the vistas, and I also already missed one. I guess it must have been straight at the beginning or something. Interesting. But yeah, we have Rome under siege here. Yeah, we found some music pieces. There's a Rome theme. Mad Nero at the beginning of the end. Oh. Alrighty, let's carry on with the next chapter. Senatus Populesque Romanum. The Senate and people of Rome.
Ready yourself. First, break my guard. And again. Remember, Marius, break my guard so you can strike me. Once more. No, that's not it at all. Come on, break my guard. You know the moves. That's it. Good work, my son. Now do it again, but this time strike me. 3 times.
It's kind of funny that I've already done this.
Blocked you. Start again. More time.
It's gotta be exactly 3 times, I guess.
Excellent swordplay. Ready yourself. You have only a brief window to make the move. Focus, Marius. Timing is everything. Once more. Look for the opportunity. Try again. Not like that. You must time your strikes. Again. Perfect. Now put your moves together. Combined attack.
Perfect strikes are faster than poorly timed strikes. Perform a perfect strike. Enemy Cirrus.
Flow, Marius, flow. Wait for the right moment and strike. Again! Chain your moves together. The right move at the right time. Once more. That's the way. Masterful!
It's a sad but proud day. The day a son first beats his father. You may have mastered the sword, but never rush to meet the world with it drawn. Always come open-handed first. Walk with me, son.
I've heard rumors there is great unrest in Rome.
Yes, these are dangerous times we live in. This election could change everything. I'm giving this to you as your grandfather once gave it to me. When your time comes to command men of your own, think back on what I'm about to tell you. Legend says that Damocles was a great warrior. A revered leader in a vast army. During a massive battle, his cowardly commanders abandoned him. When the slain Damocles arrived in the underworld, Nemesis, the goddess of revenge, was enraged at how the brave hero had been treated. She allowed Damocles to return to the world as a vengeful spirit, a ghostly, black-armored Centurion, who would hunt down and kill each of the generals who had wronged him. To this day, many commanders carry a dagger with the image of Damocles on the scabbard. This dagger reminds them to always look after their men or risk the Black Centurion returning from the dead to avenge their selfish mistakes. Septima!
Barbarians!
Follow me!
Okay, I think this is a good point to stop. Real quick. And welcome everyone from Rod's raid. Thank you so much, dude, for the raid. How's it going? How was the rest of Tomb Raider today? Did you end up finishing the game? And yeah, welcome in everyone from Rod's stream. Hey, the Brutus, welcome in, dude. Good morning. Hello, the Lucinda. Good morning to you as well. Hope you guys are having a nice Labor Day so far. Or Labor Free Day, rather. At least I hope. But yeah, I think if asking Rod, it's going definitely quite well. Yeah, I decided to do a playthrough on one of the harder difficulties. At least the hardest available to me on this playthrough, which is Centurion. And yeah, we're also trying to collect as many collectibles as possible naturally. I've already missed quite a few in the beginning. Even though I've already checked like everywhere it seemed, but I guess I must have missed a room or something. But yeah, not being forced to kind of like collect everything, but just trying to collect as much as possible. And be a bit more thorough. But yeah, definitely enjoying it. Currently in the second chapter, there's 8 total. It's definitely cool now going to ancient Rome, you know, after we've been going there in Origins with Aya. So even though we couldn't actually get an Aya game in Rome, you know, it's cool to actually go to Rome this way now. Barbarians crush your enemies time. Hell yeah. They're definitely fighting lots of barbarians here. Already in the first chapter there was like a huge siege that they started on Rome that we had to defend against. I gotta say, this game is seriously impressive, like graphically, for you know how old it is now. It's like 11 years old now. So I think I missed some messages earlier before the raid. Let me catch up real quick. No worries, Stardust. I hope you enjoy your breakfast. Catch you when you get back. Also, hey, Wolfie, welcome in as well. Sorry, I kind of missed your message there. Well, thank you for joining, and that's great to hear. I'm glad you enjoyed this game when it came out. I played it about 4 or 5 years back for the first time. But yeah, I really liked it, honestly. Prophet did a great job with, you know, of course, especially the engine, you know, being like truly the next gen at the time. And you can really tell how it holds up today still. And yeah, it's pretty short and sweet, you know, that's not bad either. But having like super long games all the time. Definitely very focused experience. Yeah, sequel would have been cool actually. Because it's definitely much more Roman history they could tell with, you know, these games. Makes me actually wonder how financially successful this game maybe was when it came out. If they never actually, you know, had like a sequel. Or maybe they felt like the story was finished of Marius. Oh hell yeah, Rod. GG's on finishing Tomb Raider. So tomorrow you begin Tomb Raider 3? Very nice. Will you be just doing a casual playthrough? Or are you planning on doing like anything challenge-wise with it? Listen, Labor Day holiday today. That's a mouthful. Go to sleep in 2 hours, which never happens unless you're sick or hungover. Well, that's definitely nice. Listen, I'm glad to hear. I would definitely feel good, you know, getting some extra sleep in when you can catch it. Especially not, you know, waking up naturally by default. Right here, when it happens, great idea to play it on the hardest mode available at the moment. Yeah, I thought so too, you know, since I already played it before, and even though it's been like many years, just to like give it something unique. I thought about actually doing all the collectibles playthrough, but given they're so easily missable, you know, and you often like, you can't really go back to like a previous place. Like, kind of like once you get close to the next checkpoint, you just have to go forward. It would mean I have to like replay some levels multiple times, I think, to really be able to catch all the collectibles. Or follow like a really extensive collectible guides, but I've only found like a video guide. And you know, when I would not really play the game actively, I would just constantly watch a video to check, have I actually missed a collectible? So yeah, I decided to go with a difficulty increase to give it like something unique that I haven't done before. And still try to be thorough and try to get lots of collectibles. It's really cool actually, because one of them is the Chronicles, and it's basically like a comic book style that they added, which kind of like tells the story behind the story, I guess. So it's a pretty neat feature to actually include. And then you also have vistas, which are basically like wallpapers and concept arts. Definitely nice to have those kind of things. Reminds me a little bit of Prince of Persia, because they could also collect like wallpapers and stuff. And you also have music. You can actually collect the soundtracks. I think those one will be unlocked automatically. And you have scrolls, which are more like letters, I think, between like important people of the day, I reckon. But yeah, I definitely like the collectibles they have in this game. Oh, that sounds amazing, Lucinda. A pork tenderloin. Making me jealous right now. That sounds absolutely delicious. What kind of sides will you be having with it? Also, hey Lizzie, welcome in. Good day to you. I got you, Rod. That sounds like a cool idea. Kind of like the viewers, you know, choose the next location once it's at that point. Especially if you can really like, you know, have a choice and you can kind of like mix it up a little bit. Maybe go with something you wouldn't maybe choose otherwise. Also, Wolfie, thank you for a follow. Welcome in again. And thanks for sticking around. Welcome back, Stardust. Hope you enjoyed your breakfast. And hey there, Anemone, welcome in as well. Oh, that's really cool. So the definitive edition of Tomb Raider 2013 had also like a comic. Prequel comic even. I really want to replay the Tomb Raider games eventually, but I'm not sure if I want to do 100% or no HUD. I would like to do one of the two, I think. It would be cool to actually read up a bit about the backstory of Lara and some of the crew maybe. Delicious? Absolutely. So now you'll be having white and yellow sweet corn and some homemade salad, which will have red, green and yellow bell peppers and tomatoes. Mmm. Delicious. I love bell peppers. And also like the different kinds mixed together. Oh yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely getting hungry. Like Waffle talking about how he goes to a diner earlier to get some waffles, fittingly. Lucinda with a pork loin. What's next? Who else is having something delicious today? You had pancake starters. There you go. Well, I hope you enjoyed your pancakes. What did you have with them? But their French toast is amazing too. Actually made it the other day. We actually do it with half whole milk and half coconut milk, which is honestly fire. Not really something I tried before, but like before I found the recipe. But it is super good. Also, give me just 1 sec. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so just had to see if I missed anything there message-wise. But yeah, I definitely only eat French toast sweet, I have to say. I never actually tried it savory. But who knows, maybe it's nice. So if you eat it savory, what would you do? Like, what would you put on there? So now you will commonly buy a pepper of each color and cut them up and just eat them raw as a snack. I don't blame you. I do like raw bell peppers for sure. I usually like them like on a side with like bread and cream cheese or something. Or just like maybe have like a dip, like cream cheese. Or also like hummus. That stuff is delicious. But it's a delicious food day, it seems. It seems like, I guess Labor Day and that day kind of like collide very often. Anemone, you have been busy as fuck with cleaning the mess up, laundry, and also made late breakfast. That's definitely understandable too, but yeah, it's nice to get those things out of the way. Definitely it's a nice feeling when you have like everything, you know, taken care of. You don't have to worry about that stuff, at least for the next couple of days. Hope you enjoyed your late breakfast. What did you have today? Liz, you're collecting feathers in AC2 currently. Yeah, I saw in Rods that you were working on that. So how's that going for you, Lizzie? How many do you have collected at this point? But good luck on that, because it's definitely a good undertaking. Getting all the feathers collected. But totally worth it. By sweet or savory, I mean you personally sweet by using butter, blueberry, or maple syrup and cinnamon sugar, sometimes adding powdered sugar on top. But savory, apparently you can do something like mayo set on French toast. We just don't like mayo naturally anyhow. I don't mind mayo, but I wouldn't put it on a French toast. What I can understand is actually putting mayo as like a substitute to butter to fry something. Because it actually works really well. Because, for example, if you do like a no cheese like sandwich, then you can actually put like mayo on the outside and fry it in there, because mayo has like a higher heat point than butter does. So it doesn't burn quite as quickly, and it gives like, you know, a crisp, a really good one. It sounds really weird, but if you try it, then you wouldn't even notice there's like mayo on there. You obviously, of course, don't put like lots of it. Just enough to kind of like fry it in a pan. But that stuff actually works quite well, but I wouldn't put it on French toast. I don't think. Not even to fry it in there. Peppers with green cheese sounds delicious. Hell yeah. Oh, I meant cream cheese. Had to think for a second. Green cheese. Not sure green cheese. I mean, maybe green pepper cheese. It's so I had apples, bananas, and pears. Ooh, that sounds awesome. And skyr and oatmeal. I really like skyr. It's a very nice type of like. Is it yogurt? I guess it is. I love me some of that. So 21 missing Lizzie. That's good progress. Definitely over home stretch. It's definitely helpful that you have this in the database or something. You have like an overview of how many feathers you have missing in every district. So that really helps narrowing it down, I think. Hey, the Broden, welcome in. You, Mayo. Yeah, I know it's definitely something that not everyone enjoys. I definitely like mayo, I have to say. But not like, you know, too much. Because too much is not nice either. It's gotta be cold. When it gets like, you know, warm and like oily, then it's not quite as nice. Yeah, me too, listen, I definitely only heard of butter, but we definitely watch like lots of food channels. That's definitely been coming up more and more, you know, for grilled cheese to use mayo. But yeah, we tried it actually, and it really turned out better, I would have to say. At least to my taste. But I think the higher heat point really makes a difference, because butter does burn quite quickly. Unless you do it on like a lower heat, I guess. That sounds nice, starters. I do love a bit of spice with cheese. It's a nice combo because cheese, of course, is mild, and then you have like a bit of something to work against it. I got you this in cream cheese because I was like, green cheese? Wait, what? I think we all were a little bit confused there. Damn auto corrector. Pesto flavored cheese. Speaking of pesto, we actually made homemade pesto this weekend too. Made like a really nice Italian sandwich with it. And then we also used the rest for like a nice pesto noodle salad. A homemade pesto is so delicious. I mean, I also love store-bought pesto, but it's definitely not the same. I'm not sure if we even have pepper jack over here in Germany, to be honest. It's definitely a cheese that's mentioned a lot in like recipes and stuff, but Whenever I had a look over here, it's not really common to find. Maybe in like the super big supermarkets or something. Also, hey, the code, welcome in. How's it going? And hey, Ronnie, welcome in as well. How's it going? Dude, thank you so much for 46 months of resubbing. 46 in a row as well. Thank you so much, Ronnie. How are you doing? Hope all is well with you. And yeah, no worries, Anemone. Definitely take care. Hope you enjoy the nap. And catch you next time. Yeah, I don't blame you, Lizzie. You know, especially for collectibles and stuff, like feathers. I don't even get marked on the map. I definitely tend to also use a guide eventually. Towards the end when I kind of have to like, you know, check which ones I'm missing. And yeah, we're still quite early into the game. We're currently at 4%. You can actually see down here in the timeline my total progression. And about 10% for the second chapter here, so right at the start of it. There's 8 chapters total. And the first one is rather short, so we're still, you know, very early into it. Oh yeah, Ronnie, that sounds amazing. Yeah, we were just talking about Labor Day foods. That's awesome. I hope you enjoy the barbecue today. Is there something that you look particularly forward to getting on the grill? Put 1.2 kilogram smoky sausages, 1.2 kilogram tomatoes, 1.2 kilogram mushrooms, 1 kilogram corn, 3 kilogram green beans, 1 kilogram kind of vegetable broth. Jesus. That's a big portion. I reckon with that amount you still have some leftovers for us to participate in. You're doing some ribs and pulled pork, also macaroni and cheese and coleslaw. That sounds amazing, Ronnie. Man, I wish I could visit. I do love me some ribs. The last ribs I had were like at a Korean barbecue, which were also quite delicious. But I do love me coleslaw, and macaroni and cheese also sounds delicious. I'm just gonna take a break now so I can finally eat something because you guys make my mouth water. Sounds good, Ronnie. Gonna take the flight here in 2 hours time. Easy. Should be there in like 20 hours. Alright, let's fight back against these barbarians.
last one of you!
Speak to me!
Kill him!
Bastardians. I mean barbarians.
Are you all right? What's going on?
Makes actually wonder if there's any collectibles in this stage.
You'll pay for this! All of you!
I don't think so. At least doesn't seem any way to go up there. I have to say I love the environments in this game.
Father!
Listen, they mean to kill us, Marius. We must get to the Senate House to save my people.
Just you?
That's a big guy.
Me? Come on, Marius.
He knows us? Rod Conan versus a Roman. Perfect mashup. Oh yeah, kill them all. Fair enough, Cody, yeah. So making food for the entire family. That sounds delicious. Definitely quite a beefy boy. This guy sure has also been to a couple barbecues, I think. And he's eaten all the ribs himself. And the macaroni and cheese. Didn't even share anything. In Tomb Raider Chronicles, you go under the Colosseum, one of the levels, and you literally fight some gladiators that somehow have survived. That's really cool. But of course you fight like warriors of the past that somehow survived in a Tomb Raider game. That's one thing I really like about those games, is how you go to these iconic places, you know? Something that I also quite like, of course, about Assassin's Creed. That sucks, Stardust. Sorry to hear about your mouse. If you still have like a functioning USB port, you might want to look into getting like an USB extender. Where you can, you know, get like 3 additional plug-ins or something. Also, hey there, Sakat, welcome in, dude. Thank you so much for the 39 months in a row. Thank you so much, dude. How's it going? I hope you're having a nice day so far. And yeah, no worries, Ronnie. Definitely take your time. Catch you when you get back. I don't blame you, Rod. Just talking about it, you know, also got my mouth watering. But yeah, you know, like pasta and cheese combo is just heavenly. Exactly, just like some dinosaurs, you know. Just the typical stuff you would find. Yeah, gacha starters. So yeah, you know, if you have like a functioning USB port, then definitely be good to have like an extender so you can, you know, make more use of a still functioning one. Sega, you've beaten this game twice. Great game. Hell yeah. It's my second time playing and decided to play it on the hardest currently available difficulty for me, which is Centurion. Still quite early into it. Currently at the start of a second chapter here. But yeah, I definitely like this game when I played it the first time, like 4 years past now. Oh yeah, Lizzie. Yeah, maybe we can find something nice. It's also gluten-free. Yeah, that's the thing, right? If you have like a name for a dish and you don't put something in the dish that's literally in the name, is it still the dish? I mean, yeah, I guess you can not use macaroni, but another pasta type. But cheese is like, you know, of course, not quite as specific. So gotta have cheese in somewhere, in some shape or form. But yeah, let's beat up a beefy boy here. Jesus. That reminded me of a finisher in Revelations that Ezio has. Where it's kinda like waiting for the blade to draw it itself just by the weight of the enemy body. Very brutal way of finishing someone. I have to go back in here, but I wanna have a look around real quick if there's any collectibles I could find. Nothing here, I don't think. Nothing there either, and I can't go back. Fair enough. Okay, let's carry on then. But it's kind of interesting if the Colosseum stands here because we should be in the year 58 currently. And Colosseum hasn't been built until 20 years later or something, I believe. Let's have a look real quick. Yeah, so construction began under Emperor Vespasian in 72 and was completed in 80. But yeah, this game of course isn't claiming to be historically accurate. It's more like, you know, taking inspiration and showing like an alternative Rome, essentially. But still close enough, you know, and even in Assassin's Creed you would have buildings that aren't entirely accurate. Even in AC2 and Brotherhood, you know, I mentioned with the database that they use some kind of buildings for the iconic flair. Even if it's like maybe 100 years later. Because it's something usually associated with like a certain, you know, city. That's of course not with every building, but and they wouldn't use it for very iconic buildings like the Colosseum. But more like, you know, some small churches and stuff. Would also have like not quite as accurate representations in Assassin's Creed, but this game, you know, doesn't even claim to be historically accurate or anything. Also in its representation of the Roman Emperor Nero, the one currently reigning over Rome, because he's kind of shown as like a probably 60-plus-year-old, you know, dude, where he actually died when he was 30 years old, which means at this point he should be like 20, because this is 10 years before the end of the game, I think. So yeah. Yeah, the bigger they are, the harder they're for starters. And thank you for redeeming History Time, Rod. I appreciate it. Zach, this game looks so great. You have a physical copy of this, by the way? Nice. I do actually have a physical copy for Xbox, which came with my used Xbox One that I bought like 2-ish years back, 2.5 years back or something. Kinda came with a bunch of games and Ryse was one of them. But I'm currently actually playing it on PC though. The very first game you got for Xbox One, probably why you bought the console. Yeah, it was one of the launch titles, wasn't it? And I mean, it was a very impressive one of that. But yeah, Crytek has always delivered very impressive visuals and technological features. Rotten Voice, be good to hear about some things that were around this time period. Absolutely. I already have a couple Wikipedia articles open in preparation. Those came with Forza Horizon 3, including the Hot Wheels DLC, so you can still play it. Man, I'm jealous because nowadays it's almost impossible to get your hands on the DLCs for Forza Horizon 3 or 2. Because it's just like delisted rights, you can't even buy it anymore unless you like buy it from a shady kind of key site for like $100+ or something. That's awesome that you can still, you know, play it and access it. But yeah, let's go over to the Historical Research Center. Alright, so we can read up a bit about Nero, the one I just talked about, that died when he was like 30 years old. Yet he's shown as like a really old man. Shady key sites, you gotta love him. So, Nero Claudius Caesar Augustus Germanicus, born Lucius Domitius Ahenobarbus, of course, who lived from 37 AD to 68 AD, was a Roman emperor and the final emperor of the Julio-Claudian dynasty, reigning from AD 54 until his death in AD 68. Nero was born at Antium in AD 37, the son of Gnaeus Domitius Ahenobarbus and Agrippina the Younger, the great-granddaughter of the Emperor Augustus. Nero was 3 when his father died. By the time Nero turned 11, his mother married Emperor Claudius, who then adopted Nero as his heir. Upon Claudius' death in AD 54, Nero ascended to the throne with the backing of the Praetorian Guard and the Senate. In the early years of his reign, Nero was advised and guided by his mother Agrippina, his tutor Seneca the Younger, and his Praetorian prefect Sextus Afranius Burrus, but sought to rule independently and rid himself of restraining influence. The power struggle between Nero and his mother reached its climax when he orchestrated her murder. Roman sources also implicate Nero in the deaths of both his wife Claudia Octavia, supposedly so he could marry Poppaea Sabina, and his stepbrother Britannicus. What a bastard. Killing his mom and his wife. Nero's practical contributions to Rome's governance focus on diplomacy, trade, and culture. He ordered the construction of amphitheaters and promoted athletic games and contests. He made public appearances as an actor, poet, musician, and charioteer, which scandalized his aristocratic contemporaries, as these occupations were usually the domain of slaves, public entertainers, and infamous persons. However, the provision of such entertainment made Nero popular among lower-class citizens. The costs involved were borne by local elites either directly or through taxation, and were much resented by the Roman aristocracy. He doesn't look in the game like he can do any of those things, by the way. He's like, not the thinnest, to say the least, and yeah, he's supposed to be like, at least he looks like 60 plus. But it makes a lot more sense when you think that he died with 30 and is supposed to be 20 when the game begins. And also, you're back, give me just one sec. And I'm back. Lizzie, Ezio just had to take a small jump. Did he hope and he knocked over an NPC? Yeah, that's definitely a classic AC2 situation, isn't it? But you would just try to do like a jump and you just like land on top of a NPC or something. Just jump on the head. Just keep on walking and pretend like nothing happened. Oh yeah, Saycat, he was one of the best emperors, right? Totally not corrupt or anything. Right, let's call him Dude with a long ass name for short. That's a good way to say it. If I ever mention his full name again, I'm just gonna say that. But it's kind of funny that, you know, Dude with a long ass name is still like a short version of a name. So during Nero's reign, the general Corbulo fought the Roman-Parthian War of 58 to 63 and made peace with the hostile Parthian Empire. The Roman general Suetonius Paulinus forged a major revolt in Britain led by Queen Boudica. That's actually cool to mention this because Boudica is actually one of the queens that you will meet in the game, because you will go to Britain and you will take care of this. The Bosporan kingdom was briefly annexed to the empire and the First Jewish-Roman War began. When the Roman senator Vindex rebelled with support from the eventual Roman emperor Galba, Nero was declared a public enemy and condemned to death in absentia. He fled Rome and on the 9th of June AD 68 committed suicide. His death sparked a brief period of civil war known as the Year of the Four Emperors. Most Roman sources offer overwhelmingly negative assessments of her personality and reign. Most contemporary sources describe him as tyrannical, self-indulgent, and debauched. The historian Tacitus claims the Roman people thought him compulsive and corrupt. Suetonius tells that many Romans believe the Great Fire of Rome was instigated by Nero to clear land for his planned Golden House. Tacitus claims Nero sees Christians as scapegoats for the fire and had them burnt alive, seemingly motivated not by public justice, but by personal cruelty. Some modern historians question the reliability of ancient sources on Nero's tyrannical acts, considering his popularity among the Roman commoners. In the eastern provinces of the empire, a popular legend arose that Nero had not died and would return. After his death, at least 3 leaders of short-lived failed rebellions presented themselves as Nero reborn to gain popular support. Interesting. But it makes you wonder if because he also had like not the best standing, because he focused on things like, you know, culture and sports and even appeared himself, you know, and that kind of like leading to like, you know, people criticizing him for taking on occupations that were more like for the lower classes or something. If that also had anything to do with like him being painted like more negatively. The irony. In the horror movie The Exorcism of Emily Rose, Emily is possessed by a demon that claims to have dwelt inside of many different people, and one of the names it mentions is Nero. Interesting. So kind of playing into the whole like Nero was a super corrupt ruler, and that's the reason why, because he was possessed by a demon. That's pretty cool actually. Flavius? But yeah, that's not the Flavius from Origins though. Flavius is also probably a quite popular name. But yeah, so much to Nero. I can also quickly and briefly explain what the title actually means, for those who don't know. But yeah, S.P.Q.R. refers to Senatus Populesque Romanus and means the Senate and people of Rome, and is an emblematic phrase referring to the government of the Roman Republic. It appears in documents made public by an inscription in stone or metal, in dedications of monuments and public works, and on some Roman currency. The full phrase appears in Roman political, legal, and historical literature, such as the speeches of Cicero and Ab Urbe Condita Libri, the books from the founding of the city of Livy. It was actually one of the first things we learned in Latin classes when I took it. Because we of course also focused quite heavily on ancient Rome and people like Cicero and his writings. It would have been cool to have like some sort of reference to Cicero being made in Origins, because technically he, you know, didn't die until 43 BC, which is basically when Origins ends. But then again, they couldn't really focus much more on Roman history and culture, I guess. I already tried to cover quite a bit. That would have been interesting because it seems like he also, you know, has of course criticized the current leadership of the time under Julius Caesar. So who knows, you know, maybe he even would have made for a potential like ally to the assassins. Who knows? Rod, on a side note, Jennifer Carpenter plays Emily in that movie. You've always wondered about that too, but never looked it up. Totally fair, yeah. But yeah, Jennifer Carpenter is also a great actress. I really liked her in Dexter, of course, in the TV show. She plays the sister to the main protagonist. The main protagonist, Dexter, of course, kills people who he thinks deserve to die, which are mostly, you know, serial killers. But yeah, that also, of course, makes him a serial killer himself, because he goes after a very specific type of person. But yeah, she plays his sister that doesn't know anything about what he's doing. She's also in The Evil Within as a character, Julie Kidman. Interesting. I didn't know she was actually also doing games. Ah yeah, that's the only video game that she's done, apparently. Huh. But I remember actually seeing the Exorcism a little bit. Actually the scene where she's like crawling on the walls or something. But mostly because I just went into the room when my older sister was watching the movie. And I think it kind of like creeped me out quite a bit. So I was like, okay, I don't think I need to see more of it. But yeah, I mean, I was pretty young when she watched that movie. I mean, it came out in 2005, so I'm pretty sure my sister must have watched it. And like, I must have been like a pretty young teenager at that point. But yeah, it definitely creeped me out quite a bit when I saw that scene. But yeah, so much to history time. Thanks again for redeeming it, Rod. That movie and those scenes are pretty intense. Some of the facial expressions she does is very effective. Yeah. Would be interesting actually rewatch it now, because I honestly haven't seen it since back then, in like 2006 or 7 or something. The movie came out in 2003. It's a good movie. It has a courtroom scene, so it might not be interesting in those parts for some, but you felt they don't overstay the welcome and the pace pretty well. That's fair. Sometimes I guess those scenes can feel a bit daunting, or like maybe a bit boring to some. But I don't mind it if it's like done well. One of my favorite shows takes place in the courtroom quite a lot, which is Better Call Saul. And they even like on purpose, you know, show how boring those things are to like people working in the courtroom and stuff, you know. But it's like done in a very good manner, so it doesn't actually even feel boring to me watching. The actress for Roshan is in it too, as one of the people brought in for the court case. Interesting. I'm sure everyone would listen to her when she starts talking. Just to like double check as well. Ever since you saw Law and Order in the late 90s, you don't mind watching things like that. It can be quite entertaining, you know. I don't mind those scenes at all, if I like movies or shows. Right, I would say let's finally go ahead and find Leontius in the city.
That way. There lies your destiny. Run.
So pretty sure that was supposed to be Minerva. You would understand as Athena in Greek mythology. But yeah, Minerva, of course, one of the characters that also has quite the importance in Assassin's Creed. Is also one, you know, guiding humans and being like more on their side. I mean, in this case, you know, she's not on the side of humanity, more on the side of the Romans, I guess. But considering it's their mythology, it's understandable. Food finished the stew. About 24 servings gotten out. Hell yeah, dude. That's amazing. Would definitely be nice to cook that much. So you can keep coming back to it. Indeed. At least I think it's supposed to be Minerva. Not entirely 100% sure, but I think so. We found a new vista here. Anything else? Okay, let's carry on. A new scroll. Okay, let's have a look at this. So that's from our father Leontius. How long ago it seems that my days were spent in the military. How tiring it was marching through treacherous forests, surviving raging seas, and dangerous lands, where the risk of death was more imminent by terrain than barbarians. Although it is difficult to forget the rush of chasing down an enemy, will they escape, will they turn on me and fight? Then as the last breath escapes their mouth, carrying on to the next fight, then again, until exhaustion sets in. Those days are long over for me. I know this military life is one marries with greed with pride, loyalty, and the brutal strength and speed of Rome's finest. So I guess they're more like internal monologues that these characters have. Nice. New chronicle. Gonna wait until the chapter's over so we can see the entire comic book story of all back to back.
Father!
There he is. We can wait, Father. I just need to look for collectibles.
Marius, this way!
He did a little bit, didn't he? It's a bit like Charles Lane.
Frontiers is next, Marius.
You dumb!
I must see to my people here, Marius. You must get Pelagius in the amphitheater. Bring him to the forum.
We'll protect your father. Now go!
Yeah, I will. Once I checked every nook and cranny. Not him, unfortunately, you just checked the IMDb. I gotcha. But that definitely sounds very, very similar, Wo. Also reminds me of one of the voice actors in Witcher 3 that you sometimes hear for like NPCs. It also has a very rough sounding voice. Quite deep too.
Plautius! He's in the amphitheater! Move!
Okay, let's just have a look over here. It'd be cool if it actually appeared greenish looking from further away. But I gotta go quite close to it for it to appear in the green glow. But you just saw that the actor who plays the main character Marius is John Hopkins, who also played Maxwell Roth in AC Syndicate. What? Marius is Maxwell Roth? You blow my mind. I totally couldn't hear it. And I still can't, but I'm gonna have a look at it now. Also look at that graffiti here. Mocking Nero. Also saying he's a eunuch. Amazing. There was some very creative graffiti there. But yeah, there's definitely been graffiti in ancient times. We established that in another history time a while ago. So there's definitely a chance you could find something like this.
An empire of the people.
Someone shot Plautius.
Archers!
Down! Down!
Keep down!
What are you waiting for? The audience is getting bored!
Oi, don't move. Is that all of them? I think so. Press right bumper to activate focus mode. With an area of effect power that slows all enemies down. Boy. Don't interrupt it. Press D-pad left to be rewarded with focus when you execute an enemy.
Marius, this way!
Give me a second. Okay, there's some more spears here. Can actually still go up here. I guess not. It's locked off now. Fair enough, I guess. Can't go up here either. That's correct, Rod. Yeah, Marius is the main character in this game. The one we're currently playing as. You have played to your strengths, been a eunuch. That's for one of the insults and origins. Amazing. He's also in Skull and Bones as Spurlock, one of the main pirate captains in the game. Shame wasted his role in that game. Yeah, I think I even got to meet Spurlock when I played a bit of Skull and Bones. But since I didn't play more than like 2 hours or so, I never really had much more time with him.
Father!
They're coming, Marius. They're hunting us.
Die, Roman! Die!
Okay. Just gonna leave that throwing thing for now. Jesus. Almost died there because I tried actually following what the game wanted me to. Never again.
Let's go!
Yeah, we're gonna go in a second here.
You'll have to go back and lower that bridge.
Even more graffiti. Parkour. I would think in a room like this there would be like some kind of like collectible. Like what's the purpose of this even being this open? Like going in here. Maybe to confuse you.
Lower the bridge, Marius! Help me across!
I haven't played or watched any of Gotham Knights yet, to be honest. I'm not like super interested in it either, I have to say. If it was just like focus on another like Batman Arkham game, then maybe, but I'm not sure if it's really for me.
That's it, son! Keep going! To the Forum, Marius! Don't stop for anything!
Embrace your death!
Jesus. Sure, just throw this big dude into the air like that.
We haven't got much time.
That looked really funny.
Time for what? Further!
If it was even like, you know, one of the regular dudes, okay, but the heaviest of them all, that's like supposed to be the tank. It's kind of funny. Ah yeah, we have a couple points to spend here. We could upgrade our executions here. What are these for? Because I can't like upgrade any of these here. But yeah, so these executions are basically for the four different D-pad directions you can go. So upon executing enemies, you can either focus on gaining health, focus, XP, or damage. Health, of course, is like your standard one if you just want to sustain yourself. Focus would be quite nice, actually. XP 2, because you just like snowball the amount of XP we're getting over the whole playthrough. I think I'm gonna upgrade my health a little bit here for single and double executions. I'll do the same with focus, at least for single executions. Just gonna get the regular ones for single executions here for all of them. And then we have also regular skill upgrades. We're gonna go and upgrade our health further. Also our focus. I don't think I need more projectiles in my inventory for now. Let's upgrade our XP gain. And also this focus gain as well. And I think that's everything we can get here. Could upgrade our health gain on executions further. And that's it. But in Tomb Raider 2, whenever Lara picks up an item, then she says, aha. And you're going to see if she says in Tomb Raider 3, so you could create a counter for each time she says it. But just test it and she doesn't say it in that one. Well, maybe for the next playthrough you do of Tomb Raider 2 then. If you still remember it's at that point that she does do it. That's definitely funny. Reminds me of, you know, Kratos saying boy in God of War. Or something. Aha. Let's go with a portion of the image in each square is black and white, but as you unlock them, it colors them. It definitely is. I do like the UI in this game and how they created it. It can be a bit much to get into at first, like really understanding what all of these are supposed to be, but it's pretty cool. Nice, Dr. Darling. So was your idea? Oh yeah. But yeah, let's go and carry on.
Drive them back! Out of the forum! scum back! Someone, help Leontius!
It's worse than I could have imagined. You must save Rome. Save it from... Save it from there.
You bastards! You murdering barbarian bastards! I will do as you bid, Father. I will save Rome from them. I'll spill their blood.
I'm Commander Battalion of the 14th. I fought with your father. If it's blood you want, I promise I will give you as much as you can handle. You were the second, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Not anymore. Welcome to the 14th, lad.
Battalion oversaw the completion of my training and made good on his promise. As part of the 14th, I'd soon have all the blood I could ever want.
The island of Britannia, that fetid lair at the edge of our empire, was home to the bastards that had slaughtered my family and led the very rebellion which had spewed onto the streets of Rome. My posting with the 14th would take us to these isles, where I would wreak my revenge, crushing this insurrection.
Legionaries, prepare to disembark! Dry land and a warm meal awaits us. Marines, prepare for docking! Centurion! The chains are rising! Our entry will be blocked! The fleet will be crushed to splinters! Incendiaries incoming! Swing wide! Swing wide! Let off Centurion! Free the chain! Free the chain!
I assume it was supposed to be Neptune, maybe?
Sorry, my friend.
But where we are. Britannia. However, I want to have a look at the collectibles real quick, because we can have another look here at the comics, the Chronicles. The second part, the Cave Canem. In the thick of battle, there's rarely the time to think. I'm clear, are there any left in the courtyard? But some things can grab you and won't let go. Father, why do you... Stop! Ryse, Son of Rome Chronicles, Part 2, Cave Canem. Some sights are so shocking they cast your mind back home. Marius, isn't this forbidden? But Honorata, we're only looking at it. I'm going to put it back soon. It will be months before Father is back from his campaign in Britain. So this was his sword when he was a legionary? And today, he's a general. Look at all the detail. Up a legionary one day too. And maybe even get... Oh, an angry dog, is it? Marius, I'm scared. Honorata, stay calm. I know what to do. I just... The old thing is stuck in the scabbard. Marius... Careful, Marius. He's about to... jump. Jesus. So why did that... Is it supposed to be a wolf? Even... Or is it like supposed to be a dog? Like, why is he even there and like so angry? In the first place. Marius, you saved us. I was so scared. It's okay, little sister. Children, what has happened in here? Oh, Marius, you were so brave, but a black dog is a bad omen. Come with me. We shall thank the gods that you protected our house today. Let's go to the family altar. And yeah, that's all the pages I found. I missed 2 of them. We have found all of the vistas, all of the concept arts in this chapter, the second one. We have the Forum Market, the dark Roman alleys, and the Leontio's villa, our home villa. But yeah. I did miss out on the second scroll wall. We did read the first one. Alright, let's carry on.
We don't take out that chain tower, our entire fleet will be destroyed.
Okay, the scrolls I want to read as I find them. From a barbarian grunt. The battlefront is imminent. Our druids concoct the strongest potions to ensure our warriors are imbued with mystical battle spirit and incapable of fear. But fear is not my quandary, no. I'm afflicted only by a raging thirst for Roman blood, and it hones my wits to a sharp edge. The runes of our clan burn upon my flesh as we raise our call to the gods, to see our leader Boudica shatter the spine of the invading army and bury its remains in blood and ash. On to war, for the protection of our loved ones, our clan, our land, our Britain. This dude is giving me some serious Valhalla vibes right now, I have to say.
Soldiers! Fall back and regroup on the jet tower! Enter the armor! Mars, guide my sword! Pain is away!
Thank the gods! Come on. Let's gather what's left of the 14th and take down that chain tower.
Nice. Another scroll. This time for the Dover catapult. Ah, Flavio, it's happened. Just as I said it would. Do you remember when Centurion Gervasus ordered us to train those so-called pacified Britons in the use of Roman artillery? I thought that if a rebellion should start, those treacherous bastards could use that knowledge against us. Well, a rebellion has started, and they have built rudimentary catapults and use them against us. That knowledge goes no further because I'm going to kill every single man upon them, their vile broken bodies catapulted back to their loved ones, using their catapult of course. Then I reduce the things to ashes. No more training, no more knowledge, no more rebellions against Emperor Nero's glorious rule. Signed, Clementius Ove. Hey there B1, welcome in. The Witcher slow-mo. It's a follow-up game. The unofficial sequel. Also, Rod, thank you for summoning the German. In Monty Python, Brian of Life. Life of Brian quote. Hell yeah. I love that scene so much, dude. Yeah, alright. I grant you the aqueduct and the sanitation are the two things that the Romans have done. And the roads. Oh yeah, obviously the roads. I mean, the roads go without saying, don't they? But apart from the sanitation, the aqueduct and the roads, irrigation, medicine, education. Alright, but apart from the sanitation, the medicine, education, wine, public order, irrigation, roads, a freshwater system, and public health, what have the Romans ever done for us? Okay, let me just go ahead. I'm gonna have to translate one word into German here. And that's irrigation because I'm not quite sure how to translate it. Ah yeah, so it's actually what I thought, but I wasn't quite sure because they also mentioned freshwater system. Alright, let me try my best. Ja, okay. Ich möchte dir dazu sagen, dass das Aquädukt und die sanitären Einrichtungen zwei Dinge sind, die die Römer für uns getan haben. Und die Wege natürlich. Ja, ich meine natürlich die Wege. Ich meine, die Wege muss man ja nicht mal erwähnen, oder? Aber abgesehen von den sanitären Anlagen, dem Aquädukt und den Wegen, Bewässerung, Medizin und Wissen. Okay, aber abgesehen von den sanitären Anlagen, der Medizin, dem Wissen, dem Wein, den öffentlichen Ordnungen, der Bewässerung, der Wege dem frischen Wassersystem und der zugänglichen Medizin. Was haben die Römer jemals für uns getan? Nichts. Die haben nichts für uns getan. Alter, the last bit, wa? Keine Bildung, keine Wege, kein Wein. Similar to Witcher, same game category, the hero adventuring across the lands on the strength of a sword. Yeah, I mean, it's comparable in that regard for sure. It's definitely not open world though, an RPG. It's very linear, but yeah, some of the combat I can see, for sure. Ah yes, German. Hey Levy, welcome in. Yum 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 yum. Nix. Thank you so much for the resub, Levy. No worries, Rod. More than happy to. Thanks again for redeeming it. Makes you actually wonder how the actual German translation would have been in the, German dub. Maybe I should have just read that out. Yeah, no kidding, B1. This game looks fantastic for 2013. Crazy to think it's 11 years old now. But it was a launch title for the Xbox One, and they really tried to push it to the max. It's also done by the German studio Crytek. They've been in charge of the initial Far Cry games and the Crysis games too. So definitely had a reputation prior to this for creating, very technologically advanced and visually pleasing games. But definitely helps, this game kind of like age better, for sure. Hey there, Mita, welcome in, dude. How's it going? Hope you're having a nice day. Nix. What would be so funny if the Pythons have made some different dialogues on purpose for other languages to create different jokes. That would have been really funny, for sure. Because sometimes, lots of jokes work much better, of course, in their initial language. And you can, for example, of course, try to match like the speech rhythm, which you kind of always have to do on some level in the dub, of course. But then it might be difficult to actually, do it exactly the way they meant it initially. And then, of course, some things you just can't really translate into another language, word by word. Or some jokes, of course, don't make as much sense either if you translate it. But I would say they've made a pretty good job with the German dub on Monty Python. I initially watched those movies only in German when I first watched them, like as a teenager. And yeah, really liked it. That's kind of funny because, for example, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, they translated into Germany into Monty Python and the Knights of the Coconut. Which is, of course, quite different of a title. But it's like a very typical German thing that would like completely change the title, like not even matching the sense behind it. Because I could have also said, Monty Python und der Heilige Gral, which would have been the Holy Grail, like literally translated. But no, they went with the Knights of the Coconut. Oh, very nice, Amita. I hope you enjoy your work break. And yeah, doing quite well. Been starting the next game in the Historic Order run with Ryse. We're now in the AD or CE current era Anno Domini time. So, yeah. Made it past Jesus. But yeah, it's good to play this game again. It's definitely a very, very good one. The combat is a bit repetitive, but it's definitely cool going to the setting, you know. And yeah, I'm also playing on a harder difficulty, and I'm trying to find a couple more collectibles than on my first playthrough. Exactly right, you know, like doing translations is definitely not an easy feat for like movies and TV shows. Because yeah, especially in Germany, you know, people expect you to match it very well with like also the way faces are moving, you know. And if I do like an A or O sound, so you gotta always like try to kind of match it roughly. But yeah, there's so much that goes into it. But yeah, the other thing, of course, is that we usually tend to use more words to say the same thing in Germany, right? Like books in German will often have more pages than books in English. And that's another thing. Like some things might definitely be missing because I have to maybe break it down and kind of like shorten things as well. Thank you for the free stream streak, Amita. I appreciate it. And no worries whatsoever, Lizzie. I hope you have a good one. Thanks for dropping by. And hope the rest of your feather hunt goes well. But there are almost 90 feathers as well. That's awesome, Lizzie. Yeah, Levies, so I've only played like a bit of Crysis 3, because back when it launched in 2013, I built my first computer myself. And that was one of the games that actually came with my graphics card. Ironically, it ran really bad on my system. On the graphics card that I got. But it was also like super demanding at the time, and I probably could have done a greater deal of like optimizing. But I wasn't quite as well versed in like optimizing games at that point. But yeah, definitely great looking game. And I liked some of the mechanics, like the invisibility thing, for instance. More fitting, to be honest. The Knights of the Coconut? Or the Holy Grail? Play the Coconut. I did finish Origins. Yeah, we did finish it last week. I only played the main game though. But since I've done the 100% on my hardest difficulty and covering all the Discovery Tours, I spent quite a lot of hours already on the playthrough. So yeah, I figured, you know, we leave the DLCs for another time. Since I also recently just played them in the no-hut run that I've done for Origins. And it's also quite good because at the end of the main game of Origins, of course, you go to Rome with Aya. And felt like a good overlap into this game. You know, already staying in Rome. However, now we're in Britain though, because that's of course also where the Romans have occupied the territories. So right now we're not even in Rome anymore. Already in Britain. But that's also fitting because we're definitely going to be focusing on Britain quite a bit with some of the games. Next with Hellblade, the first one. But also of course AC Valhalla, being two of the games coming up next. The movie Army of Darkness in Japan is called Captain Supermarket. The main character works at one. I mean, that's pretty much the same, isn't it? Army of Darkness and Captain Supermarket. Sounds like a, you know, superhero type of movie. With that translation. But your head goes off to those that have to translate the dialogue, and then also those who have to say the lines and get the timing for mouth movements. Absolutely. It's not an easy job by any means. The fifth Harry Potter book has like 300 pages more than in German. Yeah, it's like over 1,000 pages or something, isn't it? Thanks, Amita, for GGs. I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely felt good getting the playthrough done. But it was also great, you know, replaying Origins with such an in-depth run again. But the Origins is just always one of those games I never mind doing like literally everything in. Because all of it, you know, feels worth it and fun. And if you just do the quests, you know, and do the locations afterwards, it's usually not too much to like, you know, catch up on. Because most of the quests definitely lead you into most territories and locations automatically. So that really helps too, I think, doing it in that order, like doing quests first and then doing like the cleanup afterwards. Right, back in Britain.
Come on! No, I can't! We can't stay here! Move!
I can also deflect arrows with A. Skills.
Axes, lads!
Are there any collectibles here? Well, that's the question. Just broken boats, I guess.
Die, Roman! Die! You will not die in vain!
The archers are dead. Now move out! With me! There are still men left to save! Yes, Marius.
Didn't expect that, did you, Roman? Crushed by your own chain tower.
You will not die! Keep searching for survivors. I'll deal with them.
Anybody you can! Roman scum!
Right, sorry, I had to mute myself here another second. Hey there, Sir Oggy, welcome in. You love that game, but it keeps lagging for some reason. First you bought it was because of your PC, but then you bought it a new one and it's still late. The game does have some performance issues. I would recommend checking out the PC Gaming Wiki article because it definitely addresses some of the lagginess that can happen. What I've done personally is I've locked the game to 60 FPS. I've disabled full screen optimizations. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And it runs well. I mean, I have like a pretty mid PC. It runs pretty good. But locking FPS might be worth checking out. And definitely have a look at PC Gaming Wiki. That's the site. Is there any new here? Sorry if that's already been brought up. You've been doing food prep? Caught up for now? Hell yeah, Lucinda. Sounds delicious. And yeah, we were actually talking about it earlier that it could be a vein. But Rod checked and apparently it's not. But it does, you know, sound very, very similar for sure. So you're not the first one to mention that. Going to Britain, in it? Exactly. I think the next logical game now is Watch Dogs Legion. After this mission here in setting. Just a tiny time jump. Not even to like short, you know, like to the present or like immediate past, but actually future. That's somehow to be won. No prisoners. But yeah, we actually joined the 14th Legion, so we can spill as much blood as possible. Because we are on a revenge trip here against the barbarians from the north. Since they killed our family. So no prisoners indeed. No worries, Soggy. Yeah, definitely worth checking out PC Gaming Wiki. Definitely addresses the lagginess. So maybe find a solution for you there. Hey, the Bioshock Dragon, welcome in. How's it going? Yeah, Rod, so that was actually an idea I had a while ago. It was kind of like doing a geological playthrough. Kind of think of games that take place in certain locations and then going from like one to the next. It's kind of like an idea I had when I've done my music mix across the earth, where kind of like you know, planned like a geological route for Assassin's Creed, and kind of like ordered the game soundtrack in that way. I was like, how about I actually do a playthrough of that for Assassin's Creed at some point? But yeah, we are definitely busy with this playthrough for the foreseeable future. You can thank me later, B1, for depopulating the planet.
He's gone! Men, listen to me! Our fleet is destroyed, the beach is in enemy hands, our men lay dying in the water. We must fall back now! Centurion? Dead! Dead! He must be dead! Should we fall back? Do we have a rally point? I don't know! Did anyone expect this? The auspices were good! The auspices were good!
Hold until I give the word! Right, men!
You'll be the last to fall!
That would be cool to kind of like focus on like one country or something and play like a bunch of games set there.
No
You could definitely find a whole bunch in England for sure. I would say it's probably one of the more popular settings.
With me, lads! To the tower!
Listen to him! If it wasn't for Marius, we'd all be dead!
Probably missed a bunch of collectibles again, I reckon. These are just spears here, right? Yeah. Okay, let's carry on.
Retreat! Fall back! Forward, men! We're almost at the tower! To the tower!
Oh, fuck. I think I wasn't supposed to go that far. Because it just died like that. Well then. Got our first death. Just got annihilated by a bunch of archers. Pretty realistic though. If you charge at like, you know, dozens of archers, you probably have to die. If we learn nothing from Boromir in Lord of the Rings. Everyone has this guy got very skills that increase damage in melee. Yeah, so you have like different execution styles. And you can decide whether you want to increase your damage, gain health, gain XP, or increase your focus. And focus you can use to kind of like slow down time and become much faster for a couple seconds. Well, wrecked. Exactly. Requiescat in pace.
Requiescat in pace, bastardo.
Bastardo. It's like the castle siege at the start of Witcher 2. Yeah. Yeah, that mission was pretty cool actually. Pretty cool beginning to the game.
Retreat! Fall back! Forward, men! We're almost at the tower!
Yeah. It's kind of like tricky. Like, I'm definitely... I have to interact with this thing here, don't I? Ah, yeah, that's what I had to do.
Fall in!
Because I was like, why did I die so quickly? But because I...
Shields ready!
was like scripted that I had to die if I don't do this.
Hold Testudo!
Look at this, a shield wall.
Stand fast! Get ready! Shields!
It's actually cool they included this in the game, I think.
Shields now!
Something I wish, you know, games like Valhalla and Odyssey would have also done.
Men! Shields!
Given how important and essential it was, you know.
Shields ready! Spread out! We're gonna take out that tower, men! Let's move!
Especially with a huge focus on combat and sieges and stuff.
You men! Raise the counterweight! I'll go up and release the chain lock.
Jesus.
Kill him if he gets in the way! Where are your gods now? Run while you can!
We need to get the counterweight of Marius!
Sparta kicked him down there.
Raise the counterweight!
Roman scum! This power is ours now! Archers, watch out!
Whoops. Oh shit, that was a heavy attack. Need health back. Fucking heavy guy.
Surrender or die!
I'm getting actually Hellblade 2 vibes with some of the combat and the cinematicness of it. But also some of the finishers with the decapitations and stuff. Oh shit. Was a heavy attack there. I like how Mary's actually waited there for the enemy to miss. Can I actually go up here or something? Or what do I have to do? Just like keep on killing more enemies? It's saying kill more archers, but there's no archers left here.
You fight like an animal!
Counterweight in position! Release! Attention, lads! The brave man tastes death once. Cowards, 1,000 times over. Now we have already spilled barbarian blood. And we know they bleed as we do. Ready! On me! Move!
We definitely hear Roth in that speech. Max Roth from AC Syndicate.
Gods. Advance! Wind mist!
Roman! Over here!
Embrace your death!
Vengeance is coming.
I think I could barely hear those sound bits there because the game is so loud. Let me increase the volume a little bit here for streamer board actually. I could like barely hear them at least. But there's definitely lots going on in that whole scene here.
You die!
Our fleet's being destroyed! We must take out that tower! Formation! By the right! March! Shields! Hold fast! Raise! Shields! Here they come! Steady shields! Hold formation! Ready, Peter! Raise shields! Testudo!
Troops ready! Break, lads! Break!
Legionaries! Forward!
Come on!
We've got to hold this barricade until our archers get here. Legionaries! Form a line! Come on, lads! Let's take this fort! Move! Move! Move!
Point defense is in position!
Archers! Watch out! Archers!
Our line needs support!
Archers!
We haven't the men to hold for much longer! Where's our support?
Sir, more archers arriving!
This line cannot hold! Help us! Reinforcements arriving!
Archers!
Yeah, I think I kinda missed something there. I don't think I was supposed to do this all by myself, right? Did I have my archers already at my disposal? What happened there? But yeah, I missed something.
We've got to hold this barricade until our archers get here. Legionaries! Form a line! Come on, lads! Let's take this fort! Move! Move! Move!
I'm gonna stay up here for now.
Archers! Watch out!
I try not like in direct line of sight here for them.
Archers! Archers!
No worries whatsoever, Lucinda. Really hope you enjoy the food. And hope you have a great time with your mom too. Enjoy it for all of us. And we'll definitely catch you next time. I'm gonna give you a shout out here in a second once again. Oh, cheers, Rod. Thank you, dude. Oh, shit.
Our line needs support!
Fuck, you know. Get him.
We haven't the men to hold for much longer! Where's your support?
Okay. But yeah, I want to highly recommend checking out Lucinda if you haven't yet.
Take up the standard!
Lucinda is a big fan of games like Resident Evil, but also Bioshock, Dying Light, just to name a few. She's also played for games like God of War and Ghost of Tsushima recently. And yeah, I can currently catch her mostly on the weekends. Currently doing some Resident Evil 5. Great streamer with a great community too. And if you haven't followed her yet, then there's a link in chat. Sounds good, Lucinda. Looking forward to them. To the food pictures. And no worries whatsoever for a shout out. More than happy to give you one. But yeah, enjoy the foods. I'm gonna place some archers on the rooftops here. Cover fire for Marius. Provides melee support for you, but enemy archers fire into melee, so you must dodge arrows. Or we can go to a front. Provides suppressing fire on enemy archers, but you get no support for melee. Let's go up here. That seems like the better approach.
Archers to the rooftops!
Jesus.
Marius, flank them to the right. We'll take the Scorpio position on our left. What's your call?
Was Ezio to place assassins on rooftops? I know, right? It's like tower den defense.
Kill him before he brings down the bridge!
Follow me. Come on.
Your father was a man of the people, Marius. It's an honor to serve with his kin.
This way. Up the stairs. Go!
They're fighting us!
Capture the catapult. Aim it on the tower. Signal when you're ready. We'll hold the bastards back.
Understood.
I can hear more and more Maxwell in his voice. Especially when he's like giving commands and stuff.
On the catapult!
The ballista and origins be like. Or not quite as overpowerful.
Back off! Dover belongs to the Britons now, Roman! Embrace your death! Come fight me! That's it. You had your piece. Now taste our steel.
They have the catapult! Stop them!
Get him! Roman scum! We lose the catapult! We lose Dover! Come on! Time to die! For mercy!
Commander Battalion!
Many good officers and men were lost today. Marius, you have proved that you can lead. You have earned the respect of the men. So, take this helmet and put it on.
Legionaries! Salute your new Centurion! All right, settle down!
Settle down, lads.
Now, you know what you can expect from these barbarians. They are a race of rabid bastards who will fight us tooth and nail.
But they don't know what they are up against.
Rome is civilization. Rome is order. Rome is power. And out here, we are Rome!
Commander, King Oswald's barbarian army is advancing on York. General Commodus and the 6th Cohort engaged the enemy, but their fate is unknown.
Secure the remaining boats and get them unloaded, and prepare the men.
We march for York!
Our march north towards the rebel heartland was brutal. Progress was slowed by battle after bloody battle against these embittered tribes. Rome had brought peace, rich trade, and prosperity to these isles. This peace had been shattered by open rebellion. Now, finally, we were closing in on the very birthplace of this revolt, where King Oswald and his warrior daughter ruled.
Scouts have informed me that a large barbarian army is fast approaching. Now, if they manage to meet up with this army, we don't stand a chance. York will fall.
By the gods, the hairy-ass bastards must outnumber us 20 to 1. In a straight fight, we'll suffer heavy losses.
We're not going to attack.
Their leader, King Oswald, and his daughter Boudica are down there amongst them. If we capture him, the tribal chiefs will have to sue for peace to secure his safe release. Then Oswald will be forced to bow his knee and swear an oath to Rome. And these Britons, they are honorable in their own way.
They have no honor. These vermin dare to stand against the might of Rome. They deserve to suffer our retribution.
Our retribution? Or yours?
Sir,
Enough! We will end this rebellion my way and not put the lives of good men at unnecessary risk. Is that understood, Centurion?
Understood, Commander.
Very well. A small detachment will infiltrate the enemy camp and capture Oswald and Boudica. I will lead our main force and cut off their reinforcements.
And what are my orders, sir?
I promised you blood, didn't I? You will capture Oswald and Boudica. Before you can get your men through safely, you will need to deal with the archers posted on the aqueduct. So you'll be starting out alone.
Understood, sir. It's an honor.
brief history of time.
Alright, and this is gonna be where we pause for now. You want to swear you saw the same guy earlier? Must have been his brother. Probably. I think he has a bunch of twins. Oh, that's great, Rod. I'm glad that you could finally actually purchase Evil Within. Yeah, so weird that it wasn't appearing on the PlayStation 5 store, but at least on the regular PlayStation Store online though. So will you be continuing with the playthrough then on Friday, is it? It's gonna be inspired Witcher 2 opening. Who knows? Could be. Could definitely have been inspired. But the Roman went Roman. Cutting through enemies. Red blood foeman. Hell yeah. Exactly, better not sleep with that head on, or you might wake up with quite the headache and sore neck. Also, hey there, Shaky, welcome in. Take this hat and put it on. What else is he gonna do with it? Eat soup out of it? I mean, that might also work. Or maybe drink some meat. You know, like drinking beer out of a shoe, drink it out of a helmet. Rome is a four-letter word. Rome is civilization. Rome is order. Rome is a four-letter word. Yay. Much hype. It's okay, just make it New York. Just gotta travel across a pond real quick. Exactly. And yeah, it is very much about Boudica. And we're even gonna meet Boudica as well. Rob, be careful. King Oswald knows some insults. He was taught by Eivor. That is true. I also had to think of Oswald from Valhalla. And Boudica, I think, also gets mentioned. Isn't it in the Tombs of the Fallen? That they can like showcase Boudica? I do think so. And thank you for redeeming history time as well, Rod. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think you're not too far off RB1. It's been a while since I played this game, but according to history, I guess that might be what happens. But thankfully, because it's still going to take a while to get through the game. I bet, yeah, with like the deep focus that you're doing with the game. Yeah. Yeah, this game came out 2013. Apparently, Ryse got announced at the E3 2010 already, but under a different name. So I reckon they've actually worked on Ryse, Son of Rome for quite a few years actually, before it came out. But yeah, who knows? Or they might have taken inspiration. I'm a bit tired today. Maybe I should make myself a second coffee. And yeah, I'm playing on the hard difficulty. I'm not playing on the hardest because that's a New Game Plus difficulty. And I kinda like wiped all of my stats for this game so I could have like a fresh start with all collected boots and stuff. Speaking of which, I only found one of a trial by fire. Fair enough. Over here. We did find all of the vistas though, for this chapter. The chain tower interior. The gates of Dover. The shipwreck interior. And the shipwreck exterior. Looks like a great story is for love interest. Yeah, I don't mind the story at all. I think it's definitely alright. It's not like, you know, the story will probably like wow you or something, but it really serves its purpose well, I think. And yeah, so far there hasn't been any love interest. I don't think... I'm not sure if there's gonna be one, either. It's been like over 4 years or so since I played it, so I'm not quite sure. But so far, the story has definitely been more focused on like revenge, I guess. And like being part of the, you know, Roman military. Not so much love interest, but who knows what might happen. There's another scroll that I found of a 14th Legion. I saw a man dying upon the battlefield, an object under his left arm as a parent would hold a newborn child. He finally crawled toward me and handed me a blood-stained banner. This act of great courage was to be his last before he died. I tied the banner to a pillar and raised it overhead for all remaining soldiers to see. The banner flying before them provided new strength, new belief, and courage to sweep the enemy from the field of battle. When the 14th Legion returned, the banner was displayed. Its blood-stained glory reminded the people of the bravery and sacrifice of the soldiers who fought and died for it, for Rome. Alright, but yeah, so much to Ryse for today. We're not gonna be actually starting the 4th chapter. Well, we technically have started it, but I'm not gonna go into it further today. Because I won't be able to finish the entire chapter anymore. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually exit out of the game already. And we're gonna jump over to the Historical Research Center and find something. I actually wanna watch a video or something, so I'm gonna have a quick look if I can find something interesting to showcase here. Give me a second. And yeah, thank you for the lurk, B1. I appreciate it. And Jesus, I'm sorry about that. YouTube was kind of loud right now. Okay, so we're gonna be starting to watch a documentary about the Roman Empire by National Geographic. It's actually of the same style of documentary that I already showcased for Egypt, and that is Drain the Oceans. It's basically National Geographic using technology where they could remove inner software of the water and reveal basically what's underneath it. And to kind of like make out, remains, I guess, to kind of like recreate how certain buildings or even like cities might have looked like. And we're gonna watch, I think, all the way until here. How did food get to Rome? It's about 10 to 15 minutes or so worth of this documentary. And we can watch some more parts of it next time, because I think that would be quite interesting. Fish sauce even. Yeah, fish sauce was quite big, wasn't it? I even mentioned it in one of the world events for Valhalla, I think. Prophet's awesome. You love that kind of stuff. Cool to see how advanced technology can open up things for archaeology. 100%. It will make things so much easier, and you will also not have to remove something to uncover something either. At least not physically. Because yeah, draining the oceans will be quite difficult. Quite literally. But also, of course, you know, just like doing the, you know, excavations underwater and actually removing something that might be better to be left in place so they can give you more of an idea, you know, as part of a whole. But yeah, let's have a look at the first part of this documentary from National Geographic called The Rise of the Roman Empire. Alright, and I think this is how much we're gonna watch for today of this documentary. So we're gonna continue next time with the heart of a port. Then we have the beefarer, the bow-farer, fish sauce, very important. But actually it was, you know, as like also, I reckon, like to give like lots of flavor to dishes, but also like saltiness. Then we have ingots, coins, lead, Roman engineers, the lost harbor, the ancient harbor, and hydraulic concrete. So yeah, quite a few different chapters we can still dive into. No worries whatsoever, Rod. More than happy to showcase this. But they are quite interesting. I really like this series, I have to say. It's also relatively new. Actually from January 2024. So very recent discoveries here that they've made. Where's the fish sauce? Where's the fish sauce? How can you eat fish without sauce? Exactly. How could you? But yeah, guys, this is gonna be everything we'll be doing for today, though, and everything we will be covering as part of our first Ryse stream. I reckon it's gonna take us probably another 2 streams or so, because we're now 3 chapters done, and there's 8 chapters total. And the first was also relatively short. But yeah, looking forward to play more, and also looking forward to watch more of this documentary, for sure. I want to thank you all so much for coming by and for joining me for the first stream of this. And yeah, definitely looking forward to the next. For now, though, we're gonna go and end the stream here, and we're gonna have a look who's online and who we can raid today. So let's have a look. Catch you next time, Dr. Darling. Thanks for being here. And thanks also again for the resub earlier. Cheers, Caso. Thanks also for dropping by. Thanks, Rod. You too, dude. I hope you have a good one. Hope you have a good rest of your night. And also a great start to Tomb Raider 3 tomorrow morning. But cheers, it's good to get the other games in the series done relatively quickly, because they can be time consuming, as much as you do enjoy them. Totally understandable. It's definitely good to get them done in a timely manner, if you know that it can potentially take a long time. So yeah, we were actually talking about Evil Within, and I see off-the-shelf reviews currently playing for the game. So I think we're gonna have a look over there and say hello. Great streamer, also good community. He's also talking lots about movies and stuff because he actually has a review channel on YouTube, which is called the same, I believe, off-the-shelf reviews. So always down for some movie talks as well. From 58's current era to 2014. Just a small jump, isn't it? I was having like a look if anyone in my follower list played any historical game. But that isn't so. We got Star Wars, we got Fallout, we got Digimon, Black Myth Wukong. Oh, Splinter Cell is also like relatively modern, I guess. So yeah. If somebody was streaming any historical games, then I might have considered that as well. That was still fits, it's just in a galaxy far, far away. Exactly. A small time and, you know, galaxy jump. Thanks also for posting the raid emotes there. So yeah, if you want to come along with a raid, there's some raid emotes in chat, feel free to copy and paste them. Thanks again so much everyone for being here today. Thanks also for the support as well. I really do appreciate it. Thanks to everyone who's been in chat lurking as well. And yeah, I will catch you in the next one. Until then, enjoy the rest of the day and see you in the next one.